Namaskar. Welcome to this video lecture. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss the detailed guidelines of practical course MJML 020, which is called Practical Print and Online. This course is common in MA in Journalism and Mass Communication and Postgraduate Diploma in Journalism and Mass Communication. So after going through this guideline, you will be able to, easily, smoothly complete this practical course. This video lecture contains, first is courses of MJMC first year or PGJMC, MJMC first year, and the PGJMC are identicals. Okay, so MJMC first year is the PGJMC also. So don't be confused. That's why this practical course is common in both MJMC first year and PGJMC. Second, content of this practical course. Third, what do learners need to do? Fourth, production portfolio. Fifth, important instructions for preparing production portfolio. Next, evaluation of practical course. And the last is overall marks and passing criteria. One more thing, that is the practical course duration related norms we have also included in this lecture. So courses of MJMC first year or PGJMC. First course is MJM 020, Introduction to Journalism and Mass Communication. This is theory course. Then next is MJM 021, that is reporting techniques. It's also theory course. Then MJM 022, that is writing and editing for print media. Then MJM 023, broadcast and online journalism. Then MJM 024, media and society. Then MJM 025, media ethics and laws. Then MJML 020, practical print and online. And MJML 021, practical audiovisual. So here you can see that in the first year of MJMC, or the first year of MJMC is postgraduate diploma in journalism and mass communication also, that is PGJMC. So we have 6 theory courses and 2 practical courses. 2 practical courses, MJML 020, practical print and online, and MJML 021, practical audiovisual. Now, content of this practical course. So in this practical course, actually this practical course is based on our theory courses only. So whatever you learned during the theory courses, you will have to, implement it practically in our practical courses. So the practical course MJML 020, that is practical print and online, contains mainly news report writing, then feature writing, then headlines writing, then interview techniques, creating and using infographics, photojournalism, editorial and opinion writing, page designing, creating a news website, various steps and different methods through HTML, CMS, and alternative methods, and content creation for news website, writing for online news, using audio, using video, using photographs, flash, podcasting, streaming, search engine optimization, etc. And all these contents, all these topics have already been covered during the, in our theory courses. So the first instruction for the learners, read or go through the theory courses properly before attempting for practical course. Now learners are required to do the following things. Okay, first is go through the study material of all the 6 theory courses properly. As in this practical course, you have to apply your knowledge learned from these theory courses. I have already mentioned it. The second is there will be no face-to-face classes for this practical course, so there is no issue of attendance. However, students are advised to attend various sessions focused on this practical course, organized on different technological platforms such as Gyan Darshan, Gyanvani. Gyan Darshan is our television channel, Gyanvani is radio channel, Gyandhara, that is internet radio, and other online platforms like Google Classroom, Facebook, etc. Please join the Google Classroom and Facebook page of School of Journalism and New Media Studies for latest updates and academic support. Okay, so Gyan Darshan TV is now available for the webcasting also. You can get the link, webcasting link on the website, and Gyan Darshan TV is also available on the YouTube also. So we have link of the Gyan Darshan teleconferencing. And all learners are requested and advised to join first the official Facebook page of School of Journalism and New Media Studies, because we shared a lot of information, academic information through this page with our learners. Second is official page, Facebook page of University, Indira Gandhi National Open University, IGNOU. You will get a lot of, information about the assignment dates and about the, examination. A lot of administrative information you can get from this page also. And all the learners are advised to always check the official website of IGNOU. Okay, that is www.ignou.ac.in. Now you have to prepare a production portfolio and submit it to your study center. The details of the production portfolio are given in we will discuss it in coming slides. The last date for submission will be, the last date for the submission of production portfolio also we will discuss. Now the production portfolio. So production portfolio is basically, it's a compilation of certain practical activities. Okay. So all the learners will produce a production portfolio which will be evaluated in term in practical examination. The production portfolio of practical print and online, that is MJML 020, has two major components. First is related to print media, and second is to online journalism. The details of production portfolio are given in the next slides. So production portfolio is basically the compilation of a number of practical exercises, okay? And now we will discuss all these exercises in detail. Then write or prepare the items mentioned in the next slide. Production portfolio. Sorry. Now this is the production portfolio. So you have, for this course, MJML 020, you need to complete these 15 exercises, and you will have to compile them and submit it to your study center. Okay. So first is political news report. You have to write a political news report. Word limit is 300 to 500 words. The next is legal or court news report. The word limit is again 300 to 500 words. Sports news report, then news report on health issues, then news report on educational issues, then news report on local governance issues, then crime news report, then business news report, then news report on lifestyle, fashion, or film. Okay, these are the options that the news report may be based on lifestyle or fashion or film. Okay, so the first 9 practical activities are, based on the news report writing. You will have to write news reports in 300 to 500 words on different beats. Okay, and all these, how to write news report, how to write the news reports on these specific areas, all are mentioned in our theory courses. So you are advised to go through theory courses properly before attempting this practical course. Okay. Then the item number 10 is feature on any issue of your choice. Okay. The word limit is 700 to 1000 words. And we have dedicated unit on feature writing also. So if you will go through that dedicated unit in your theory course, in the study material of your theory course, you will find a lot of information about, how to write a good feature. And then once read that unit properly, okay, then attempt this practical exercise in this practical course. Then 11th is conduct and write an interview with any local politician, sports person, artist, social worker, academician for a newspaper. 500 to 700 words and the word limits. Okay. So first you will have to choose your expert. That may be your local politician, sports person, local, because whatever available around you, our purpose is to, to evaluate your interviewing skills. Okay, which type of questions you framed, okay, and how did you write your interview? That is our focus. So you can, get any local politician or a sports person or artist, anybody. Okay, then conduct an interview and write that interview for a newspaper. So the format of the interview will be, you will have to write that interview for newspaper. We have dedicated unit on interview also. And if you will see the newspapers, you will find a lot of interviews there, and you can understand the format of the interviews written for the newspaper. Then click and print 2 photographs having news value. Write their captions too. Use any type of camera, including mobile phones. Provide soft copies in a CD, DVD, or pen drive also. Okay. So we have dedicated unit on photojournalism also. Read that unit properly. Then you can understand the difference between normal photography and the photojournalism. So you need to click 2 photographs, which have news value. That is important. Okay. Then you need to print it also. Okay. And you have to provide the soft copies as well as the hard copy of these 2 photographs. Okay. And you need to write captions also. So when you will read the unit on photojournalism, you will find that how to write captions for photographs, especially used in the journalism field. Okay. Then the 13 is database news report, 300 to 500 words. Use any data set provided by the government or well-known international or national organizations. Also include minimum 1 data visualization in this report. So, as I mentioned many times, that before attempting this practical course, first go through the theory courses, the study material of theory courses, then the videos based on the theory courses properly. Okay, then the things will be quite easier for you in this practical course. So we have a dedicated unit on data journalism also in your theory courses. Read that unit properly. We have dedicated unit on infographics also. Okay, data visualization also. So you need to write a database news report, 300 to 500 words, and you can use the data provided by the government or well-known international or national organization, no issues. And also include minimum 1 data visualization in this report. So that data visualization, we have dedicated units on infographics and data visualization. And you need to create 1 data visualization minimum for this database news report, and you need to submit it. Then the design and print the front page of a lab journal, tabloid size. Provide soft copy in a CD, DVD, or pen drive. Okay. So lab journal, you need to design and print the front page of a lab journal. Lab journal is nothing. It's a laboratory journal. Okay. So, and the size is given, that should be the tabloid size. Okay. And the 15th and the last activity is design 5 pages, 1 home page and 4 other pages of a news website. 4 other pages may be based on sports, national, international, entertainment, business, city, opinion, etc. The learners may use the above mentioned content, item number 1 to 13, in web pages. Enclose the printouts of your web pages and also provide soft copy in a CD, DVD, or pen drive. Okay, so you have to create basically, web pages based on the news. Okay, and you can utilize, like if you have created, different web pages as, instructions given. So you can utilize the content from item number 1 to 13, okay, for those web pages also, okay. And we have dedicated blog on online journalism, that is the part of MJM023, that is broadcast and online journalism. Go through that blog properly. In that blog, we have mentioned, we have discussed in detail how to create web pages, okay, and how to create, content for online media, okay. So if you will go through that material properly, then you will be, quite equipped, and it will be easier for you to attempt this practical exercise, the last practical exercise. So there are few important instructions for preparing production portfolio, okay. So all news reports feature an interview of the production portfolio will be written by hand. So it's a handwritten exercise. Basically in IGNOU, for assignments also, it should be handwritten. And for production portfolio also, it should be handwritten. Like if you are writing the news reports or feature, or you are writing interviews. So all the written work should be handwritten, okay. The second is production portfolio can be prepared in English or Hindi. Both the languages can be used, English or Hindi, to prepare production portfolio. Third is data visualization for item number 13 will be generated with the help of computer, and their printout should be attached with the handwritten database news report. Because you have to write the database news report in your own handwriting, that is mandatory, okay. But data visualizations you can create with the help of software, with the computer. Data visualization, maybe graph, charts, tables, or the infographics also. And then you can take the printout of that data visualization. Like if you have created a table, you have created the graph, take the printout and attach it with your, a handwritten report based on data, okay. Then compile all the items in a folder and mention your details like name, enrollment number, program code, course code, email ID, phone number, and address on the front page. That is important. So you have, pages, many pages, okay. On those pages, you have written the various news reports, various, features, interviews, and all, as per the instruction given in production portfolio. Then the printout of your web pages also, printout of your, photographs also with captions. So you have, these pages. So compile those pages in a folder. And on front page, you need to mention the name, enrollment number, program code, course code, email, all these details, okay. Then one DVD, CD, or pen drive also containing soft copies of photographs, front page of lab journal, and 5 web pages must be submitted with the production portfolio. Attach it properly with the portfolio and don't forget to mention your details on it. So basically this production portfolio is the mixture of soft copies and the hard copies also. In most of the cases, you have to submit hard copies, like in all the handwritten news reports, then the printout of photographs, then the printout of web pages, then the printout of the front page of lab journal, okay? So in all these cases, you need to submit hard copies also. So take the hard copies, compile them, and store it in a folder, okay? Then in some cases, it's mentioned in the production portfolio, you need to submit soft copies also, like in the case of web pages, like in the case of, photographs, or, the front page of the lab journal also. So for those soft copies, you need to get one CD or DVD or pen drive, any storage device. Write those folders, write those files into that storage device, and mention your details on CD or DVD or pen drive, okay, and attach it properly with this production portfolio, okay. So learners are advised to make their own production portfolio and not copy them from anywhere. Production portfolios may be rejected if evidence of large amount of copying or other malpractices is found. So you all are advised to make it honestly. Okay? And if you will go through your study material of the theory courses, then you will feel no issues in completing these practical exercises. And you all are, one more thing is also important. You all are advised to keep, one copy of all the written material as well as the soft copies also with you. So one copy of the complete production portfolio must be with you. Okay. So don't forget to keep one copy of production portfolio. That is also important. Now the evaluation of production portfolio or the practical course. There will be a term and examination for this practical course. Learners have to, fill the examination form to appear in the term and examination of this course, like any other course of this program. But the nature of the term and examination of this practical course will be different. Okay. So like theory courses, you are filling the course codes in your term and examination. In the same way, you need to fill the course codes of these practical courses also, MJML 020 and MJML 021 also. Okay, so these are two different practical courses, MJML 020 and MJML 021, and you need to fill these course codes in your term and examination. Only then you will be allowed to appear in the term and practical examination. Term and practical examination, the term and practical examination of this course will have two following components. First, evaluation of production portfolio that will carry 70 marks, and the viva voce that will carry 30 marks. So your production portfolio will be evaluated. After completing the production portfolio, you will submit it to your study center, and that production portfolio will be evaluated, and you will get 70 out of total. The maximum marks for the production portfolio will be 70. Then you will be informed about the viva voce also, and the viva voce may be face-to-face or online. That will be conducted, and you will be given marks out of 30 for this viva voce. So after combining both the components, the total maximum marks will be 100 in this practical course. Evaluation of production portfolio, all the learners need to produce a production portfolio according to the instructions given in the previous slides. On the day of term in practical examination, this production portfolio will be evaluated by the external examination. So once you have completed your production portfolio, submit it to your study center. Okay. And if you are facing any problem in submitting it to the study center, contact your regional center. And if again, still you are facing after contacting regional center also, then you should contact the school also. Okay. School of Journalism and New Media Studies. So first you need to submit your production portfolio to your study center. Study center will evaluate it, and study center will inform you about the date of viva also. The viva may be online or offline, face-to-face, and then you will be given marks 70 out of 70 in production portfolio and out of 30 in viva. Viva 30 marks, the viva voce will also be organized on the day of term in practical examination. All learners will compulsorily appear in viva voce and will be evaluated by the same external examiner. During the viva voce, the examiner will ask questions related to production portfolio and try to find out specifically how the learners created it. Appropriate action will be taken if any unethical activity is taken. Okay, so viva is also important. So basically, after completing this production portfolio, you need to submit it to your study center. Okay. Then the study center will inform you about the date of viva. Viva may be face-to-face or offline. Okay. So then the overall marks and passing criteria. The maximum marks of this practical course will be 100. Minimum 40% is required to complete this practical course successfully. Okay, so 40% is required to complete this practical course successfully. Practical course duration related norms. you can complete the PGJMC and MJMC program maximum in 3 and 4 years respectively. So maximum duration of PGJMC is 3 and maximum duration of MJMC is 4 years. You need to complete your practical courses successfully within the above mentioned time frame. As far as minimum time is concerned, you can appear in the term end examination of MJML 020 or MJML 021 only after 1 year of your registration. For example, if you have taken admission in January 2020 admission cycle, then you can appear in December 2020 term end examination, not before that. Similarly, if you have taken admission in July 2020 admission cycle, then you can appear in June 2021 term end examination, not earlier than that. Okay, so minimum, you need to complete minimum 1 year, that is must. Okay, and you will have to complete this practical course, both the practical courses, MJML 021 and MJML 020, within the maximum period also, which is in the case of PGJMC 3 years and in the case of MJMC 4 years. If university, in future university can, change this maximum period. So what will be, whatever the maximum period, that should be considered. Okay, as of now, the maximum period for PGJMC is 3 years and for MJMC 4 years. But if in future it is revised, or if there is any change in this maximum period, then students need to complete your practical course within the maximum period. That is important. Okay. So basically, I have tried to explain the whole, each and every aspect of this practical course, that is MJML 020, that is practical print and online. And in the same way, you have to complete the other practical course, that is MJML 021, that is practical audiovisual. So all the norms and rules related things are similar, but the production portfolio activities, okay, the activities mentioned in the production portfolio, that will be different. Both the courses are separate and you need to submit the production portfolios of both the courses separately. Okay. And if you will go to the IGNOU course and if you will type MJML 020, you will find the practical manual of both the practical courses. And we have given all the details, every details are mentioned, in those practical manuals. As far as last dates for submission of these practical manuals are concerned, you have to follow the university instructions. Okay, and many times university extends the last date also. Okay, so you need to follow the last date, whatever fixed by the university, and for that you need to check the official website of IGNOU, that is www.ignou.ac.in. Okay. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you got some meaningful and useful information about the practical course MJML 020 and MJML 021 from this video. Thanks for watching.